The entirety of Twitch source code, databases, emails, and passwords has been leaked this morning in a 125 gigabyte file on 4chan. This includes earnings reports of streamers, likely personal information for streamers, such as social security numbers, addresses, and phone numbers. Any information you may have typed into the twitch.tv website is up for grabs, which is not good. So I wrote down a list of things that you guys can take as streamers as well as viewers. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is changing the password. I'm not going to be changing my own password. I actually have an alt account. So I'm going to be signing in to one of my other accounts. It's Chopsoy. This is one of my alts. And once you are signed in order to change your password on the website, you go over to settings and then you go under security and privacy. And scrolling down a little bit, there is a button for changing password. There it is for me. Go ahead and click on it. Just go ahead and click the change password button and you should be good to go. If you've forgotten how to log into your an account, let's say here I've forgotten what my password is, I can go ahead and click forget your password. Yes, I did. You can go and recover your password, enter your email here, and then it will ask for your username. I'm going to go and press the send my password reset link button, and all I have to do is go and check that email address. Here is my Twitch password. If I click on that link, I get this page. You can go and type in your new password here. And if you're using Chrome, it will give you a dialog option on the top right where it says, do you want to either update your password or do you want to save a new password? If you want to use Chrome as your password manager, and it's pretty safe to do so and it's pretty convenient to do so, you can go ahead and store that login. Sometimes that dialog doesn't pop up asking whether or not you want to save a password. And if that happens to you, you want to make sure you go under your Chrome settings, which is again under the hamburger menu and then settings. And there should be a button called autofill or a section called autofill. You want to go under passwords and you want to make sure offer to save passwords is turned on. I'm going to show you guys how to do it on the phone as well. So I'm going to go under my profile button on the top left, and then I am going to go under account settings, and there is a section for security and privacy right here, and under password there is a form that you can type in. It's going to ask for my current password, my new password, as well as confirm new password. I'm not going to go and type in all those passwords again because typing on a mobile device is really hard, but you pretty much want to fill in this form. Now I'm going to give you the use case where if you don't remember your password and you still want to change your password, on the login page, go ahead and try logging in, hit that trouble logging in button. There's it's very small on the third item there. It's purple. I'm going to go and tap that. And then it will ask for my email or phone number. I'm going to go and type in the one that I was using earlier. Go ahead and hit continue. And then it's going to ask for my username. I'm going to go and type in it's Chopsoy and send my password reset link. But it's going to send you an email, and it's going to be a very similar process to what we just did on the desktop. The second item that you definitely want to do, especially if you're a streamer, or only if you're a streamer, is rotate your stream key. It is pretty much a password on your Twitch account, and then you send it over to OBS. That way OBS knows that's you. This is mostly only for desktop users. You want to go under your video producer. Under the video producer, there is a section called settings. Expand that, go under stream, and then find your primary stream key. So this is essentially a password that was generated on your account that OBS is going to need to use in order to communicate with Twitch and authenticate as your user. So hit reset, and it should generate a new token. It looks like nothing has changed, but it's actually changed the content of the hidden text. Hit copy to grab your new stream key. Now I have OBS. You want to go under file settings, and then under stream, I'm using the Twitch service. I'm not going to be able to demo this because I'm in the middle of streaming right now, but if you disconnect your account and then reconnect your account, paste in your new key, OBS should be good to go. The next item is going to be enabling a 2FA device. 2FA stands for two-factor authentication. In addition to using a username and a password, you also need an additional device in order to authenticate yourself. So when you register an account with, say, Twitch or Facebook, you can optionally also register a phone number, or you can go and register a quote-unquote unique token. And enabling 2FA is probably the most secure thing you can do to your account if you don't have it set up. And possession of your device is what enables Twitch to authenticate that you are the person who owns the account and not just someone who has the password. So in order to set up 2FA, go back to your account settings on the top right, and then under security and privacy, if you scroll down a little bit, there is a section for two-factor authentication. You can start by clicking on this button. So I'm going to start the process by clicking on enable SMS. You want to go and type in your phone number. I'm not going to show this on screen because it's currently showing my phone number, but in my SMS messages, I've gotten this message from Twitch. This is my verification code, and I'm going to go and type that into the Twitch website. So on the next screen, it's going to ask you to set up a two-factor authentication app. I'm going to show you guys how to do that on the phone. In order to set this up, you will need to go and download a app. For me, I'm going to use the Google Play Store. If you have an iPhone, you will need to open the App Store. And I'm going to go and search for an app called Google Authenticator. I have it installed already, so I'm going to go ahead and open it. So when you first open the app, it's going to show this message, stronger security with Google Authenticator. I'm going to hit get started. And it will ask to set up your first account, and there is going to be a item that says scan a QR code. That is exactly what we want to do. So I'm going to go and click on scan a QR code, and it will ask whether or not I will allow it to use my camera. I'm going to allow. Here it is. I'm going to point my camera over at the QR code. It will immediately register that it has found a QR code. It will ask whether or not I want a link. I do want a link, add account. And it is done. Now you have an item on top of your screen. It says Twitch, and then it has a number on it. Every 30 seconds, this number will change. The reason why it changes is because this is a dynamic password. On your phone, there is a secret token. So it's kind of like a password. On your phone, there is a password that you cannot access and cannot be duplicated to other phones. And using that password, as well as using the time, this app will calculate a 6-digit code every 30 seconds. Twitch will also be able to calculate the same number. And if the number is matched, then Twitch will allow you to go in. And the reason why this works is the QR code is only shown to you once. After you've scanned that QR code, your phone has the capability to generate the same number that Twitch does. And Twitch can verify that you have that phone. So make sure that you don't show that QR code to anybody else. So on my phone, it's going to generate a new number every 60 seconds. There is a very tiny circle on the right-hand side, and that is actually a pie chart. So once that pie chart completely depletes, it will generate a new number, and make sure to go and type in a number that was recently refreshed, because if it rotates while you're in the middle of typing it, then you will have to type it over from scratch. 46587. And that is all I have to do to set up two-factor authentication. So I'm going to hit done. I'm not sure whether or not this is possible on a phone, but we can go and try it out. And I'm going to sign back into the It's Chop Suey account. Because this is the first time that I'm signing back in on this device, after I've enabled two-factor authentication, it's going to ask me for a code. So I'm going to go and open the Google Authenticator app once again. Now it has a new code. Instead of remembering it and then typing it in, press and hold on top of the number, and I get a little notification message on the bottom that says code has been copied to the pasteboard. Now, if I go back to the Twitch app, which is waiting for the Authenticator code, I can paste the code in there. I'm going to go and hit submit, and now I'm logged back in. So every time you log back in, you're going to have to generate a new code. And also remember, if you switch phones, you will have to reset up your 2FA while you have both phones. You can't log in without having physical access to your phone anymore. This is a hard requirement after you've linked up your account with 2FA. So make sure you don't lose your phone. And if you do lose your phone, it might be kind of tricky to log back in. That's also why there were two items that we did: input my phone number, and it sent me a code, and I registered my phone number. 2, we registered the Authenticator app with the account. That way, if you lose your phone, but you still have access to your phone number, you can send the code to your phone number that you recovered on your new device. So that is useful if you ever lose your physical phone. So I'm going to try and set up MFA on the mobile device. I'm going to go and deactivate it on the desktop. I'm going to go under my profile on the top left, account settings, and then security and privacy. So as you guys can see on the third item, or I guess the fourth item, it says enable two-factor authentication. I'm going to go and tap that. It asks whether or not I want to continue. I'm going to go and continue. What's your phone number? I'm going to go and type in my real phone number again off stream, and then I will receive another code on my real phone number. So I will be right back. Okay, I've entered my phone number. It's asking for a verification code. I'm going to go and get my real phone. Okay, so I've received a text message. You guys will get it on the same phone for me. It's on a different phone. And it has my new Twitch verification number, 1165. I'm going to hit submit. And now two-factor authentication is enabled with this phone number, which is good. Anyway, that is how you set up two-factor authentication on your phone. The next time that you log in on your phone, it's going to require an MFA code in order to continue. I'm going to go and check the phone that has my phone number that was registered with the MFA, and the value is 1165946. So I've input the value from the text message. I'm going to hit submit, and now I can log back in. Okay, and I am now log back in. So every time you log back in with your phone, if you have 2FA registered, you're going to have to go and type in a code that was sent over to your carrier text message. All right, that is it for all of the items that we wanted to cover today. It was unfortunate that Twitch had this massive source code as well as database leak today, and I hope that everyone can take steps to go and protect themselves so that we can all be more secure together. I would love to see you guys over in my stream. I stream 6 times a week, 2 hours per stream. And I hope that you don't get hacked. Thank you guys for your time watching the stream as well as the video. And I hope to see you in my channel. Goodbye, YouTube. All right, we're done. We're actually done. Now for the editing part. My God.